but 902 because I want to give people some time here. We had a couple of stall versus stall games. How do I join the signups? Anarchy, you got to hurry, but you got to go to Pokeland. There you go. Thank you, Palsy. Follow those instructions. You go to that URL and you press the big join button right here. Easy peasy, which should be fun. 96, come on. Come on, people. Let's crack 100. Come on, can we crack 100 entries? That would be insane if we cracked 100. 902, let's go. Let's go, 100 on the nose. That is a enormous bracket. Look at this beast. Woo! This is going to be the greatest tournament we've ever had. Look at this bracket. So we can never host it ourselves. We can never host this bracket ourselves because there's just too much to manage. I don't even know who to watch at this point. Oh, ED Wi-Fi. A legend. Bringing mono normal versus the mono water. Noted. You literally never played Monotype. You just kind of picked a sample team. That's awesome. Yeah, Austin, you trying to hand invite everyone would be hilarious. We could not sustain this kind of tournament. Okay, Helix versus the Pelipper. Excellent lead matchup from them. Probably swap to Seismitoad or Toxapex works too. So the Grass Knot's a little bit safe there, but definitely would have been a 2-hit KO there. But the eject button kind of covers their ass there. That's a really cool idea in that turn. Earth Power, of course, outspeeding. Don't love the sack of Heliolisk because Heliolisk is so important to your win con. Granted, you did have a lot of other options, but, you know, yeah, maybe Blissey would have been a safer play there. Seismic Toss going up. I'd like to see some rocks going up from Keldeo 2, or sorry, from Blissey. 30%. Secret Sword's going to target Blissey's defenses, so it's going to die right here, or at least come really close. That's not good. The Toxic is not a good trade there. No one can really swap into Secret Sword here. I would go so far as to say it's the worst matchup for ED Wi-Fi, so maybe that trade on Toxic was worth it. They'll get a neutral hit with Secret Sword here, but that's hitting way too hard. Damn. So what do you do now? You can't even do a quick attack with Diggersby. Tauros outsped 2, unless it's Scarf. Double Edge doing not enough. It's too bad. I mean, I hate to be known as the mono-normal hater, but it's difficult. You didn't even know what to do if you did join the tournament. It's not that hard. It just auto-gives you your matchups. It's very straightforward. That's why, again, I've said it again. We have, if we're not so lucky to be hosted by a Pokeland here, we could never sustain a tournament like this. This is absolutely crazy. Blissey's going to come in. It's looking difficult. Cloyster and Barraskewda alone. I mean, Barraskewda, I mentioned that Keldeo was a problem with the Secret Sword. I think Barraskewda close combat is the actual biggest problem. Yeah, unfortunately for ED Wi-Fi, they're likely going to be in the loser's bracket from here, but that's also a benefit of the loser's bracket is that you play badly. Maybe you get a bad type matchup. You can always bring it back. Leafy here versus CJ KV. Let's go to the first turn. So we see Mono Electric versus a Balance Dark with the addition of Crawdon and Bisharp. So maybe not Balance. Kind of HO with a Mandibuzz. An interesting sort of team to be sure. Let me get some hype music going. Hold on, everyone. Do this. Turn it down a little bit here. Does it work similar to Smash GG? I mean, in a sense that it's automated and that the tournaments are often double elimination, sure. I've used Smash GG, but that's not my first comparison to make. Toxic on the T-Tar. That's not bad, because T-Tar's kind of scary here. Of course, Zeraora can take it out, and as can Magnezone at a certain health point, but Raichu Alola and Sapu Koko will definitely appreciate chip on that thing. Grimmsnarl coming in. I don't love Zeraora, but I guess you don't have to worry about Thunder Wave, but you wouldn't have to worry about it on anyone, of course, so... Free Bulk Up's nice. Probably another one here on the Mandibuzz. Drain Punch instead, keeping that health nice and high. Plasma Fist is going to hit real hard. I don't even know who you go to here. T-Tar again is no swap in, but with the Reflect, they're handling it quite nicely. They actually take... Zeraora actually lost that exchange. I did not expect that. But Rotom is going to come in, offer a quick Volt Switch or a Defog. Don't want that Reflect Up anymore. Got swept by Draco first round. Hey, it happens. That's why we're so glad to have double elimination. If you're out round 1, you can bring it back in the next one. Coco going to come in with a definite Specs Dazzling Gleam. Show me your Specs Dazzling Gleam swap in. I don't see it. They go for the Reflect. I would have gone for Light Screen because Coco is just so scary at this point. I guess T-Tar will come in, and T-Tar can probably take one, but it's also Toxic, and Rotom's a pretty easy swap in. They opt for Bisharp. I don't think Bisharp... I don't know. They probably take one. It's a Specs Coco, but They probably take one. You can go to Zapdos or Magnezone here. I would have done Magnezone for sure. Yeah, Iron Head they handle quite easily. And Body Press, if they have it, would be great. It'd actually be a great matchup versus this squad. Otherwise, it's to be a Thunderbolt with the Electric Terrain boost or Discharge even. We'll see right now. Okay, looks Specs to me. Definitely look like Specs. Maybe... So sacking T-Tar, now you're just... have a miserable matchup versus Tapu Koko here. You got swept with the Pult. Oh, that's too bad. Taka Lover, how's it going? Thanks for the follow. If there's ever an earlier tournament or one later Monday, you'll join. Yeah, so Saturday I've been hosting a little bit more like 1 p.m. EST tournaments. So definitely keep your eyes tuned or your ears tuned, eyes peeled. I don't know. Expressions are difficult, but keep an eye out on that one, if nothing else. If your opponent is disqualified, what do? Then you'll just proceed in the bracket. You're just waiting for your next match. So let's say your opponent disqualifies here instead of Big Papa Oof. Wait, Big Papa Oof lost round 1? Oh my god, that's crazy. I consider them one of the top seeds here. So you're just waiting for your next match then. Nothing wrong with that. Zapdos beating T-Tar wild. Yeah, you're right. Heatwave doing so much. Not quite gonna die. Oh, that was a greedy Swords Dance. And Life Orb too, so you're gonna sub right here if you're Zapdos for sure. Oh, never mind. You should have substituted, in my opinion. Because the Life Orb would have killed them anyways. It was 5-4 to the DQ. I'm not sure. This is looking very bad too. I guess Hydreigon's forced to come in, except Hydreigon, you have a pretty comfortable swap in with Tapu Koko. And Tapu Koko, you do not want to be giving free swap in opportunities, but what choice do you have? You almost need like a crit on Tapu Koko to win. That's rough. This is a little bit loud. You could join a 1 p.m. EST one. Yeah, I might do an OU one on the weekend. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to oversaturate the tournaments because money tournaments are, again, my favorite day of the week. See, I would have done Coco there, but if you're afraid of your lose con, then this is the safest play for sure. You can defog here. You can Volt Switch. Doesn't really matter. It's pretty hard. Oh, that's going to help. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment here. You can't break the sub. Maybe with 2 Hydro Pumps. So maybe you Hydro Pump and then Volt Switch out afterwards. That might be my play. Nasty plot too. Oh, okay. This is kind of dicey. Because it outspeeds your... Well, as long as Coco gets in. Raichu Lolo's going to come in. This works too. This works too. Because Coco is your win con. Have I thought about doing one of the lower tiers? I play them all the time on stream and stuff. I might get into RU again. Wait. That was a modest Raichu Lolo. What? There's no reasonable explanation for Raichu being outsped there. And if it is being outsped, why are you sending it out against Hydreigon? This is... If CJ brings this back, I'm going to lose it. Come on. Zapdos... I think it takes one. Gotta calc. I mean, you gotta check your speed tiers. You gotta go, hold on a second. I see a big 324 right there. If it flinches, so help me God. Okay. They should be safe. Oh, man. Look at all the avatars running about. This is gonna... You're gonna make it rain. Why? Do they not have these EV'd? Oh, no. Beefy, did you not EV? Oh, no, because they swapped out. They swapped out of the Zapdos there. What? Leafy, what are you doing? Okay, they got it. Okay. It should be fine. That was very scary. CJ almost made an insane comeback. Jaden, good win. Good work. That should be it. Okay. I mean, hold on. Actually, hold on. Because, no, Aqua Jet? Okay. Aqua Jet would have maybe killed here. Would have definitely killed Zapdos. And then you got nothing but your Rotom left. So that was... Surprised me to see that there. I'm still geeking out over how big this bracket is. I love it. Gamer, you won the round. Good stuff. Let's see. Ravioli versus Attitude Adjuster. This could be good. More Mono Electric. Mono Electric is, like, in terms of representation in my tournament, both this week and last week, very, very high. Thundurus is actually a decent matchup. Volt Absorb, huge to disincentivize these attacks from Attitude Adjuster, as is the Landorus. Plus, it actually hits some key Pokemon for Mono Electric, like Rotom and Zapdos, really, really hard. I mean, even if you get a nasty plot up, you can easily Oko a Zero Aura with something like a Dark Pulse or something. I don't know. It's just a head calc, but that's what I think. If I DM me tips in NU, 4 tips in NU. Oh, yeah, sure. Or you can just go to my Discord. Can somebody throw the Discord link in the chat? If you just tag me on Discord and ask questions, I try to keep up with that. It's the best format to ask me stuff. Moltres Galar. The Fiery Wrath there. Definite swap out to... Who do you go to? The problem is Mantine's your go-to special wall. Luckily, these Tapu Kokos are almost always specs. And did they take rocks damage? They did. So, yeah, you just have to make a predict on that 50-50 there. So that's going to be a swap to Landorus, I imagine, right now, especially with that Leech Seed support. They'll protect and see what they're going to go for there. It's Discharge. You can also get risky with Thunderous if you really want to get some damage there. They stay in looking for an over-predict, though. But they still tank it just fine. Celesteela is actually such a monster. Celesteela, so many times I have losing matchups. It's rough. Magnapole, that's right. That's right, of course. That makes sense. So that actually is going to help this matchup a ton. You got rolled twice. You got 2 wrong disadvantages. That's rough, Obsidian. I'm sorry to hear that. But Kings Bay 1-1. Obviously, it's a very volatile format. More so than almost any other tier. Just bad luck in terms of matchups can really screw you over. So not much you can do about that besides just, accept it for what it is. Rotom comes in. Def boost on the Celesteela. Normally these things I thought were... No, actually that tracks. That tracks. Landorus comes in though. Love to hear all the people having good success in the tournament though. They get the good switch in with the Hurricane. They're looking for another Landorus here. And his Celesteela stays healthy. I mean, the fact that it 1v1 the Magnezone, I'm kind of not over right now. That's insane to me. Zapdos comes back in. I'm going to Thunderous Therian 10 out of 10 times right now. Except you can scout it out. Of course you can, right? Let's free Mantine swap or a Moltres Galar swap. Either would work fine. So that double switch to Tapu Koko. Very smart, very heads up. They Volt Switch 2. Oh, big swing, big swing. Raichu comes in. Landorus Therian does 2. Yeah, it kind of forces a swap because Psychic will not do it there. And then the prediction with the Stealth Rocks. Spicy stuff. Thundurus does come in on this Volt Switch, though. That Thundurus' health is essential. For example, Rotom is no longer walling it. Yeah, Tapu Koko, probably Dazzling Gleaming here, if I'm going to be honest. Which makes the Celesteela swap comfortable. Yeah, oh man. A lot of this comes down to 50-50s. You just have to make the plays right in the right situations, and it's hard to be very critical in this situation. Like, oh, you should have clicked the electric move there. You should have clicked the fairy move there. Nothing you can do about it. The more of these you see, the more you think that teams should build around type disadvantage or build around Celesteela and Lando T. That's an interesting thing when you're using something like Mono Grass, for example, is do I build a team so my Mono Grass team doesn't lose to Mono Fire, or do I build around it so that I do better in the neutral matchups? I'm almost more inclined towards the latter perspective, where it's just like, I am probably losing to Mono Fire regardless, so I might as well make sure that if I don't pull Mono Fire, I am as well situated as possible. So a good example of that is Toxapex EVs are very different depending on what you're looking for. For Reuniclus, you can have EVs for Reuniclus that specifically outspeed Toxapex, but you're only running into that about 11% of the time. So do you do that specifically, or do you do it for other matchups? And it's difficult to say. But Raichu Alola, making a push right now. Go to Landorus here, still can't kill. Zapdos is now dead at this point. They need a full pair right now. They don't get it. They don't get it. Tapu Koko. Yeah, they probably got the rocks there. Looks like that's the game. Is this game still? So, winners finals, whoever wins this has to lose twice to lose in the grand finals, which is super important because if your opponent, so let's say I play round 1 and I lose with mono water because my opponent brings mono electric, I can then counterpick them in turn and go to mono ground. So having the being in the winner's side of grand finals is so important. This game's decided right now. Mushama won the whole tournament last time. Top seed. Roy Dodado, though, has looked very strong in their own right. They bring Mono Flying versus Mono Flying. This is going to last a little bit of a while here. A lot's going to come down to the health of the Celesteela. If either Celesteela gets knocked off, that's going to be very important. Zapdos looking for a swap there on the Landorus, but the Landorus stays in for a greedy Stealth Rocks. Crazy. Siglip will wall this completely, though. 31%. Rock staying up is also a really big part of the matchup, I should also mention. So here's this right now. If Roy Dodado can keep up Rocks, they're in a great spot. And they have the greatest incentive against Defog, which is this Zapdos Galar, as we just saw. Zapdos Galar can really tear through this team if they're given a Defiant boost. So that's really crazy. Anyone use terrain extender on Coco for mono electric? Sometimes I think boots is good too, so you can get it in and out frequently. Specs just means it's so good and breaks so many important mons that Specs Dazzling Gleam is such a big part of how that tier is played, or how that team is played. So I don't think it's wrong, but Dragonite comes in on that one there. Let me just reset my music here, gang. 1 second. Ooh, thanks for the follows, everyone. Gorefield, Animal Planet. Go here. Winner's Finals. We gotta get the hype music, of course. The Sigilyph is such a cool set. I love it. I might ask for this team afterwards. Mushamu. I'm gonna need this Sigilyph team afterwards. Lol. Hopefully don't mind sharing, because I love it. Celesteela versus Celesteela. We just said this is a huge part of the matchup. Mist Leech Seed does matter for sure. After they swapped it on the flamethrower. That's crazy. Sigilyph has always been a goat. Yeah, it's been banned. I think Sigilyph might have the record for being banned from the most tiers at some point. They've been banned from like 3 tiers. Old RU, NU, and RU, I think. Unless I'm mistaken. Landers comes in on the leftovers. Landers' health is also important to how this match is going to work out because they both are the rockers. Again, though, Roy Dodado is advantage in terms of the hazard game because they have the only anti-defog incentive. And they're going to take down the stealth rocker. That's really important. Holy crap. What's so good about the Sigilyph team? I think it's kind of cool. Sigilyph is really good. Swaps in on status, strong breaker, good move pool. Magic Guard is really handy as an easy no-brainer pivot onto things like stealth rocks and stuff like that. It's the only really flying type that you can run that's completely freed up in terms of not having to run a defensive item. Landers can kind of get away with an offensive item, but the fact that Sigilyph can run Life Orbs is great. Effectiveness is awesome. Sigilyph was banned from RU, old RU. It is currently banned from NU. And I thought, I could be wrong, but is it NUBL still? I thought it might have gotten to RUBL. Sigilyph. I can't pronounce that or spell that for the life of me. That's certainly not it. I gotta look. This is gonna drive me nuts if I don't know. Is it still NUBL? It is still NUBL. Okay, fair enough. I think it'd hang in RU though. Thank you, Dress. Definitely a Nathan Boomer suit because I stole it from my dad. Thunderous, we didn't talk about Thunderous very much. Very important matchup, but the problem is that both of these teams have such good... I love the knockoff. Oh, I love this team. Ushamo, this team is crazy. But we didn't talk about the Thunderous at all. Super important if you can get rid of the electric resist, but 2 is quite a lot. Dragonite might be able to break here. Not with Dragon Claw, not with that EV investment. You can Swords Dance here. Oh! Spicy? Spicy? They're definitely protecting here. Do you Dragon Dance on it? Do you Dragon Dance? I would have popped off. Good grief. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I've never had to have a suit ever. I wore a suit for grad in high school and that was about it. Celesteela gets another protect there. I like keeping the Dragonite. Can still do lots of good, especially that E-speed. Lots of players would have sacked there. I love that. This is so down to the wire. This is such an important game. It decides the grand finals so heavily. Heat Wave almost doing it versus Celesteela. They do that at the heavy slam. Almost a coverage for Thunders at this point. Not over. Great game from Mushamu. Great game. Not quite do it. I want that team so badly. I want that team so badly. So, Roy Dodado, coming out of nowhere. I think a Pokeland mod. Sitting in grand finals. Let's see who's catching up in the losers bracket. So, Mono Ground versus Mono Poison. Great matchup. We can say that Pitana was not counterpicking P-Death because they were playing Mono Ground earlier. Hip out on a sleep is not so bad. They're looking for probably an eject button there. Will Future State trigger it? Nope. Yudukin comes in on a Giga Drain. Not bad. We'll see if they have Flamethrower. Could matter. Make a double switch on the Slow King Galar. Great play. Question if you U-turn on the Slow King or not. Or so the Weezing is what I meant. Yeah, the Weezing. As I sub up. Swords Dance. Okay. Okay, Gravity. That works. That works. That works. This is the sample team. I was wondering if they're gonna do a Swords Dance or something like that, but that works. The persistence to keep in Pelipper was definitely odd. Yeah, Earthblack is completely right. It's easy for me as a spectator to be like, to roast plays that don't make sense in retrospect when I'm calculating everything, but like, I just wonder what possible thing they saw coming out of that Pelipper confusion. Were they hoping for like huge confusion hacks, like multiple confuse self hits? Even then, they could regenerate or swap in and out to kind of mitigate that. And Paddle's really low. The eject button is consumed here. This is exactly what we're looking for. For those that don't know, Gravity comes out. This is a Bandit Excadrill who now has Gravity support. There is no swapping on Mono Poison. Weezing was your best bet otherwise. Amoonguss is 2-hit KO'd in this range as long as it's a Bandit Excadrill. Everybody's 2-hit KO'd. Even if they had a Balloon Gengar, which they don't, it would get 2-hit KO'd thanks to Gravity. O-code. This is going to die. Yep. They run heavy duty boots so they can switch in those situations precisely. That was a... Yeah, you have to sack something, then you can send in Amoonguss on a Spore there. Oh. No, you should go to Amoonguss there. Doesn't matter. Gravity's going to end though, so that works really fine for them. I would have gone to Amoonguss and done something, but doesn't matter. That's a very strong play. Gastrodon is burnt. Taking a lot of chip between that and the sand. No, but it's ground, so no sand chip. Never mind. P-Desk's commitment to this poison stall team is awesome. It is, yeah. Hippo is burned, so Sleep Claws. Oh, yeah, well, I meant Synthesis for Giga Drain too. You wouldn't necessarily spawn in that situation. Yeah, that's fair. Icicle Crash doing huge damage to Weezing. That's really nice. You go for a double switch here on the Protect. Interesting. Oh, they're looking for... what were they looking for? Nidoking will come in. Well, man, Pitana's playing really well right now. I like all of these plays. I like all of these plays. Mamo comes in on the double switch to Slowking. Insane. Now you're very freed up to go for an Icicle Crash. We don't know what the set is here. Are they going to predict here? Insane. Not a hesitation here. Not a beat of hesitation. Oh, you're going to Toxapex? Bam, hold the CQ. Gastro comes in. That's probably a Nidoking swap right now. Powdon again. You know why? That's a free Excadrill. Or Mamoswine. Okay. 2-hit KO. There's no longer... Toxapex is dead. Mamoswine wins. Good run from P-Death. Always repping the poison stall here. Much to everybody's... you know, doing mono poison despite people roasting you is impressive in itself. I mean, sure, Gastrodon's tricked, which is nice, but A, it's too little too late, and B, that means Gengar's doing nothing here. Yeah, I don't mind poison stall at all. I don't love that it slows down the tournament sometimes, but in terms of watching and play it, I'm very fine with it. 0 Ice Beam switch in right now. Weezing's dead with rocks. Forget rocks, it was dead anyways. It's a 2-hit KO, I bet. Gengar gonna revenge kill. Excadrill, oh, it no longer wins, but Lando, yeah. They got a crit there. They could have won. But even then, Mamoswine had Ice Shard, so. We'll play the both of them, though. Katana popped off, though. If I were up against Pitana, I would be kind of scared. Not gonna lie. I thought Mushama was in Winners Finals. I forgot completely about that lost Winners Finals game. Okay, so we're in Losers Finals. Whoever wins this has a shot at first place. They have a shot at the king. the GOAT, the winner of the winners finals bracket. So let's see how they can fare out right now. Mushamu, I called them the top seed of the tournament. I have seen nothing to make me question that. They bring a pretty classic defensive mono steel team. The Scissors are going to really help against the Crocodile too here. Whilst Britana brings quite offensive looking team. I would dare say hyper offensive. And yet we see no screen setter and we see only the Crocodile. So this will be interesting to see for sure. I'm going to say if Britana does not break in 50 to 60 turns, they're going to lose. So the pressure's on them. As we saw last game, if you are against balance, you don't break soon, you're in trouble. So here we go. Ferrothorn leads out against the Crocodile. Strong lead. It's an automatic free spike for them here. Crocodile going to taunt though. Very good. On the power whip though. Wow. I like both plays there. Stealth's going to go up as they sack the Crocodile. Crocodile was an important matchup. I like what they went for the taunt. I'm not sure if I would have sacked it there, especially when I had a Hydreigon just sitting around. You're afraid of a Leechy, you're afraid of a Thunder Wave, but Crocodile had lots of good matchups here. So I'm a little bit concerned about that start, to be honest. Flinch does certainly help for Britana. It does certainly help. Can we see a second one? No, no such luck. A burn, quite the opposite. Hey, we love to hear that, Turpy. We love to hear that. Celesteela coming in on another Dark Pulse. Whole team's getting chip. You get some chip, and you get some chip, and you get some chip. Are we going to see... Is this like a Scarf Hydreigon? No, it's leftovers. Okay. Wait, the Hydreigon had taunt? You get a taunt. You get a taunt. What's going on here? Sentient. I should unbutton my suit jacket while sitting down. It's bulky as is. I know that. I appreciate the thought, first of all. Sentient. But it just looks less... It's a very bulky suit. It's my old man suit. So it just looks like kind of sloppy when it's baggy and all around the place like that. And I'm not going to damage it when it's buttoned up here. So it just looks a little bit more clean, IMO. Ferrothorn versus the Crawdon. Crawdon gets a Sword Dance off on the Power Whip. Oh no, it's a better switch there. Whoops. Knockoff. Only doing 99%. I bet that was a favorable roll for the knockoff to Oko. So that's crazy. Just mess with me. Consider me messed with. Hydreigon gonna revenge kill. So a lot's coming down to Moltres Galar right now. I don't hate, honestly. Scarf actually gonna come in with a definite Iron Head here. Flinches, returning the favor from the Heat Ran earlier. There we go. You kind of force go Moltres right now. Moltres could win right now. Berserkos, do we see an agility? Grand Finals, everyone. The rematch. One GOAT on this side. One GOAT on the other side. Mushamu, the tournament winner. Looking undefeated last time, winning back-to-back Steel matchups and losing disadvantaged matchups with Steel. They're looking threatening. But they bring a mono Psychic, actually. Meanwhile, Roy Dodado, carrying on the tradition from the last tournament winner. They say, hold on. Let's hold it down. Let's play it safe. Let's bring some mono Steel. I don't care what you bring. Let's get an advantage matchup right now. So it all comes down to the Victini here. Victini playing around the Heatran is this entire matchup. Because if Heatran should go down to, let's say, an early Earthquake from a Slowbro, catching them off guard, that's the game. Victini's be creating all over you. So let's see how Mushamu, excellent player, can handle it. I am going to predict a lead of the Victini. Why not? But it could also be an HO team with some screens and some rocks here on this side. So here we go. Grand Finals, set one. Once again, a reminder. This is for all the Mario Bros. If Roy Dodado wins this game, they win the whole tournament. They bring home the whole $30 pot. Mushamu, they're going to win twice, which means they could get counterpicks. That's the nature of Monotype. So let's see how it goes. Sit it forward in your seats right now, everyone, because I guarantee you're going to be edge of them the whole time right now. Extra coming in against the Mew as a lead, offering Rapid Spin. Probably a Scarfer, though. They were looking for that Victini turn one, which I like. There goes the Scarf. Good luck, check. Scarf and a burn to boot. Extra, hold this. Let me take your Scarf and hold this burn, please, while I roost up on you. Mew putting in major work. I love Mushamu's teams. Mushamu teams are hilarious, in my opinion. Another knockoff. Damn, big leftovers lost. It's a stalled Toxic Aegis Slash, it looks like. As we're going to see Jirachi coming on the Toxic. Mushamu. This says, look, I know you won Winners Finals. And the trick on the Marathon. Mushamu says, I know you won Winners Finals. But I am coming with the heat. I'm bringing the thunder. I am bringing the thunder. As it comes in on the spikes. No defog from the Mew right now, interestingly. Knockoff going off. They're killing this Exegil. Get out of here, Exegil. You're gone. Hit the road. I ended up looking for a flinch. It's too little too late. Spikes are staying up. Ushama says, yeah, Exegil, do what you want. You are a bug to me. I don't care. I am doing nothing. I am keeping one spike up. Yeah, Mushamu, 0. Yo, guys, just hold on, right here. I found how many shits Mushamu gives. It's nothing. Spikes do stay off. No, wait, it died. Oh. Erika Slash coming in, it's taking 12%. Rachi coming back in on a Shadow Ball this time, I guarantee. Oh, okay, that works. Roy Dodado's kind of like, they're sweating right now. They're like, I gotta get some offense going. I gotta get some hits in here. I didn't talk about this at all, but Aegis Slash is, of course, a massive part of this matchup. There's no swap-ins for Shadow Ball on this entire team. Jirachi's as good as it gets. Looks like they were very spadeft. They're not even breaking the sub right now. If Rodado is going to bring this back and win, it is going to be off the back of this Aegis Slash right now. Claydol not going to be able to wrap its spin right here. Revealing, I guarantee, Earthquake or Earth Power, Scorching Sands. There you go. We'll be able to break the sub afterwards, but how much do they take from the Shadow Ball? They are faster. Important. If they live one, that'd be nice. Oh, they live it with... Oh, God. Yeah, hell yeah. So probably another EQ here on the Skarmory. Fair enough. Mushamu. You can't do that to people. You can't do this to people. Skarmory takes more spikes here. I think we got to see a defog at this point. Oh, wait, there's only a spinner. Okay. So Claydol's Slowbro comes out instead. Guaranteed teleport. But another whirlwind here. It's revealed to be a Boots Victini. Here's the first turn. Mushamu, he bleeds. If Mushamu bleeds, we can kill it. They made a wrong play for once. This Skarmory is also devastated right now. We should see a scout on the Thunderbolt right now. What the hell is going on here? Under. Not only did they read it, they would stay in. Here comes Victini. Okay. Okay, so round one. Twice they could have gone for V-Create and they didn't. Mushamu can bleed. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. We know this. We have the technology to beat Mushamu. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Mew's saying, like, you know, at this point, you can keep up your hazards. I'm going to get my own. Set in your heat run whenever you want. It's taken 37 net. So I guarantee right now, spikes. Now spikes. Are they looking for a defog there? Oh, okay, that's better. Still dirty play. But I'm like disgusted right now. Okay, love the heat ran. Love the heat ran. Thank you, Derpy. Thank you so much. Toxic is big. I mean, Mushamu's in the by the way, this is Psychic versus Steel. This is a bad pull. I think we haven't talked about this enough. Mushamu's playing so well. He's making it look like a 100-0 matchup for Psychic, but it is a disadvantage, quite clearly. It all came down to Victini, and Victini's done 0, and they're winning right now. Mew gonna die here. Mew dead. Do we see a Roost? Yep, good play. You could have gone for Spikes there, too. I might have gone for Spikes, to be honest. But they want... Yeah, why don't you Spike earlier, though? Doesn't matter. Heat Ren is still an absolute threat. But Lele's coming at like 30% too now. Big. Lele's no longer coming at 30%. They're in good shape. Scorching Sands could even burn right now. Psychic is good against Steel. It's only good with Victini. And that's what I said, Kurthbach. It's how you play around the Victini. I'm not saying it's bad, but it is, I think, disadvantage if you have a Heat Ren. Victini comes in. Pull the trigger there. I love it. That's gotta be a Bisharp X-Slash might have outsped if it was max speed, but we already know it's not max speed. Oh! I mean... okay. Spikes are still fully up. Heatran might not even live a Specs Moon. No, Specs Moon Blast would definitely die. Never mind, never mind. But I meant Psychic. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't either, generic. That was... I mean, they might not need it. 14 cents free. Yo, Mushamu don't get hit with that. Mushamu says, miss me with your Magma Storms. Miss me with it. Hold on. There we go. Claydol gonna be knocked out here. Tapu Lele comes in. Immune to Sucker Punch. Free Moonblast. Mushamu says, miss me with your Magma Storms. All right, set 2. Mushamu's lethal in game 1 of Grand Finals. Lethal. And you know what? They're just as strong in game 2, too. So who's going to take it? Who's going to bring it home? Who's going to win all the marbles? This is it. The final set of the tournament, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm as excited as you all are. Get the music pumping still? Good. Who do you bring? You just brought Steel. I just beat you with Psychic. Do you change? Do you bring someone new? Do you bring Ground? Or Woman, yes. This is for it. It's for all the marbles. What do they bring? What are the matchups? Mono Ice Mushamu. Stop against the Manu Flying. Stop it. Stop it, you brought Mono Ice. No way you brought Mono Ice. Ah, what? Oh my god. Who brings Mono Ice in Grand Tour Finals? $30 on the line. Weavile leads out. If this is Scarf Zapdos, you could die right now. It's such an important matchup. Weavile is the best breaker you have. They knock off, expecting to swap. Mushamu bleeds. There's a Scarf Weavile. Interesting. Ninetales coming in. This Zapdos is terrifying. This Zapdos could win the game right now. So I understand. I would probably Ice Cold Crash there. Doesn't matter. They're looking for the Celesteela play. Big Moonblast here. Will be Berserk on Moltres Galar, but as long as the Aurora Veil's up, it's not going to be breaking Ninetales anytime soon. I don't think this Mushamu's Ninetales is going anywhere here. Yeah, Encore. There you go. There you go. Here, let me just send in this Cloyster real quick. You mind if I send in my Cloyster right now to kind of break and, you know, maybe get a quick kill? Don't mind if I do. I would have gone to Cloyster, but what do I know? What does Nathan know? I mean, it could be a defensive Cloyster with like Rapid Spin and Spikes and all that shit. Celesteela comes in. Big matchup too. It goes to show how powerful it was a defensive Cloyster. That makes sense. It goes to show how powerful Mono Flying is, same as Mono Steel, that you're even a disadvantaged matchup and still have great cases in your favor, like Celesteela and Zapdos Galar. So it's not over by any means. Glastrier comes in with your Aurora Veil support for only 1 turn, but still not taking too much of a heavy slam. Flamethrower is not stab. Stub on... Oh my... Wow. Mushamu doing it to people right now. Mushamu says, hold this crit. Oh man, Zapdos can't break. No. No. Oh my god. This is scripted. Exactly, it's scripted. This couldn't be true. Mushamu is the protagonist. We're all just NPCs living in Mushamu's world right now. Oh my god. How did I ever beat this person? Sludge doing nothing. That'll be to a KO. That's an easy Pillow Spine swap. Or you stay in and freeze dry. That works. Get a monster roll. Monster roll. Shrug it off. I wasn't sure if we were gonna upload this tournament after the last one. But I have to now. After this like, disgusting play from Mushamu. Mushamu, wherever you are, I hope you take a bow. That was beautiful. Are you going to be deferring the prize of 30 again? So there's now a $40 tournament next week. I'm guessing, unless Mushamu has suddenly found means to which I can pay them. They weren't able to last week. The true people's champ, Mushamu. Mushamu, the true people's champ. Honestly. Winning it all in fabulous mono ice fashion. Against all the odds. The only person I've ever seen... So we have had maybe one other person win the grand finals from the loser's slot. But now they've won twice in a row. 2 back-to-back weeks from the loser's side of the bracket. I don't care what anyone says. They're the protagonists. Mushamu's Naruto. Their world, we're just living in it. Mushamu made him look like a Yamcha. Yo. Oh my god. But if you're watching this right now, it seems like a fun time. I implore you to join next week. Even if you're new to Monotype, even if you're new to competitive Pokemon in general, it's a great way to learn, great way to look for flaws in your own gameplay, great way to self-scout yourself. It's free to join, easy to enter, easy to play, and you have the chance of winning $30 at this point, or $40. I might make the prize pot $40, screw it. That's insane. Is it still Monotype next week? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Thanks again so much for watching, guys. I'll be sure to catch you next week. Take it easy.